A lot has been written about blockchain and healthcare over the last year, from articles on blockchain applications for healthcare to articles by healthcare industry experts exploring blockchain technology as a solution for healthcare interoperability. In early 2016, Forbes even wrote an article titled "How Blockchain Could Change the World." Today, I'll introduce you to a paper I co-authored with Dr. Bill Dailey titled "Micro-Identities Improve Healthcare Interoperability with Blockchain: Deterministic Methods for Connecting Patient Data to Uniform Patient Identifiers." Hi, I'm Peter.nichol, healthcare executive passionate about digital innovation and blockchain. I work with small and large companies exploring blockchain's potential for healthcare and establishing growth models for multi-sided digital platforms. I'm really proud of the paper that I co-authored with Bill. It was a great collaboration of ideas and really gets at the heart of our national healthcare interoperability problem. And today, I'll share part one of a two-part series exploring the paper. Today, we'll cover three main topics. First, micro-identities for better patient care. Second, HL7's Fire as a primer for interoperability. And third, we'll briefly touch on a framework for healthcare interoperability. In all the buzz, did the startup frenzy forget about healthcare? The world is talking about fintech. This seems reasonable given that there's been about $1.2 billion invested in blockchain startups to date, and that the majority of these investments have been directly within the financial sectors. Those are only the published numbers, however. The true cumulative investment in blockchain technology is likely maybe even double if you start to include R&D of private and existing companies and stealth mode startups that haven't been publicized. Several of the stealth mode startup companies were funded with pre-seed or even seed money, and to date are staying well below the public's radar. However, many startups are eager to get noticed and have published formal press releases, including Brave, Coinigy, Netkey, Circle, MediaChain, Fluent, Bitflyer, Bitcon, Bitwalla, Keza, Loyal, Chainalysis, Simplex, Blockstream, and even Gem. The focus, however, has been mainly on the financial sectors. Out of all these startups, only one company, or Gem, about 4% of publicly invested blockchain companies, have specifically targeted healthcare. Somehow, we need to get back to the basics of blockchain and start to dive into real solutions that can discover the root causes for healthcare interoperability in the United States. The National Institute for Standards and Technology, NIST, in partnership with the Office of National Coordinator for Health, ONC, has opened the ONC Blockchain Challenge. In this national challenge, NIST and ONC requested that healthcare and technology innovators submit proposal papers exploring the use of blockchain in health IT and health-related research. Our first topic today is micro-identities for better patient care. The second paper I submitted for the ONC Blockchain Challenge, I co-authored with Dr. Bill Dailey, a practicing physician and chief of medical information at Golden Valley Memorial Healthcare. Our paper, titled "Micro-Identities Improve Healthcare Interoperability with Blockchain: Deterministic Methods for Connecting Patient Data to Uniform Patient Identifiers." We mentioned in the paper that, interestingly enough, patients only visited their primary care physician 54.6% of the total time they went to the doctor. So where do they go for that other 45.4%? The patient would go to just another doctor, and that doctor would likely not have access to the patient's medical records. This raises new questions. Do patient management systems between providers even talk to one another? How are clinical treatments shared? What is the process flow to move administrative and billing information to those payers? In the United States, the care experience is not integrated. Each integration is a one-off. The goal of the triple aim is pretty straightforward. First, improve the patient experience of care, including quality and satisfaction. Second, improve population health. And third, reduce per capita healthcare costs. Unfortunately, progress has been limited, and the national healthcare costs are on the rise. Shared costs and incentive-based distributed decentralized solutions may just offer us as United States citizens a way out. The drive behind this paper was to present a hybrid model, integrating the HL7 Fire interoperability standards described in data formats and their elements. This model also includes an application programming interface for exchanging electronic health records using blockchain technologies for better patient access to health information. Think micro-identities that travel with you, and providers who can leverage new patient matching logic to remove the need to transfer sensitive demographic information when validating a patient's identity. Our second topic is HL7 Fire as a primer for healthcare interoperability. The paper provides an overview of HL7 Fire and identifies Fire as a critical piece of the health interoperability solution. We elaborate in the paper that the Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resource, also known as Fire, is a draft standard describing data formats and resources and APIs for exchanging electronic health records. The HL7 Fire specification also allows for secure information exchange and is a positive step towards interoperability. Fire separates the data structure from the wider problem of entity-to-entity trust, centralized server broadcasting, patient identification with matching spanning entities. When it comes to patient matching, the more discrete items we have to match, the less likely they are to match. Keying errors, pseudonyms, misspellings, and the like impact the conformability of patient data. Also, poor patient data or poor quality data in the searches likely results in a no data match. Successful match strategies are a proprietary mix of deterministic and stochastic or probabilistic methods. They are proprietary for numerous regions, which are beyond the scope of this paper and this discussion today. Stochastic methods are commonly used to overcome poor data quality. In 1987, HL7 was dedicated to providing comprehensive standards of electronic information and today still supports the delivery of healthcare services. Wayne, the CTO of HL7, added his perspective in a recent article I wrote available on CIO at the link below. Also, GEM's founder and CEO, Micah, is quite bullish about blockchain and the potential to improve healthcare outcomes. A visionary who founded GEM in 2014, GEM focuses on blockchain application platforms to transform how companies and industries connect to solve the impossible problems. GEM is one of the few blockchain companies strategically positioned to accelerate healthcare outcomes, grounded by a foundational application platform. After reading the paper that I co-authored with Dr. Dailey, Micah offered a great perspective that I share in a recent CIO article. Link is below. The future of healthcare and innovation will likely be led by innovators that are bold enough to believe in better patient outcomes. Our third topic today is a framework for healthcare interoperability. There's a lot of talk about blockchain for healthcare, but not a lot of frameworks that explain a reference to these concepts. Our paper communicates a framework to explain this and the interactions that are required for efficient blockchain-supported healthcare ecosystems. Our Interoperability Strategic Healthcare Framework establishes a model for incorporating blockchain technologies into healthcare. Accessible healthcare data that is open source but siloed will transition to healthcare interoperability, where ubiquitous access to data will be secured and ever-present. In this new healthcare environment, patients will be able to audit each other's behavior mutually, finally obtaining provable security of patient health information. Our paper elaborates on how patient matching identities could be administered. I'll be sharing a future video specifically around this framework and how it applies to healthcare and your business. The ONC and NIST Blockchain Challenge is a strong indicator that the United States government is paying attention to blockchain technology and the impact it will likely have on our national healthcare system. For additional information, our proposal paper and the link to my CIO article can be downloaded from the links below. I hope you found today's video beneficial. Please stay tuned for future topics. Thanks.